Oh, yeah, it's recording. All right, what's up, guys? So, happy Father's Day, and very happy Father's Day to me, hopefully. A little bit different setting here. Hopefully, not picking up too many vibrations to the car there, and you can hear me. This is, yes, I'm driving a minivan. So, the dirt bike project is complete. It is all the street legal items are on it, with the exception of a high-low beam, which I've encountered some controversy on whether you actually need to get it. Anyways, that project is being abandoned. I know last time I abandoned it out of frustration of actually the build of it, having complications with the electrical. Everything is good. Everything works well. Everything is within legal parameters, with, like I said, the exception of the high-low beam. However, I'm at the point where I'm doing all the logistics in order to title the thing. I've never titled it. Never titled it for off-road vehicle. I pretty much just rode it on my own property. So I need a legal title, with my name on it, obviously, and ORV tags on it in order to take it in. So the way it works, in Washington State, there is a process to take your legally titled and tagged dirt bike, ORV dirt bike, to take that in and get it inspected to have a street legal title added onto it. So from what I understand, it's actually, you have both. You still have the ORV tags, but you also are assigned a registration and a license plate. So I was looking into the whole process in detail on getting the thing titled. I had looked into it a little bit before, but I thought I had a fairly good understanding of what I needed to do. I didn't know that the inspection that you go in, you actually have to take it into a certified bike shop that does DOT inspections for dirt bikes. That is actually not to make it a street legal bike. It's to convert. It's not to get a street legal title on it. It's to convert that title into on-road privileges. So it's not like a regular street bike title. So I was looking into getting the original title done and everything, and the bike has a tag on the steering hub on the head, which is the steering neck where the front fork's attached to, where the steering is. That's where most vehicle tags are, as far as the VIN and make and model and all that. It has that. However, it does not have a VIN. It has a CSK number. So it has like a certificate of origin number, if you will. And that's what actually came with the bike. It's like a title, a blank title, that says certificate of origin, and it has Chinese writing on it, signature and all that stuff. But everything on the title is blank. All the vehicle information, there's nothing from like dealer information. So it's like they gave me a blank title, which nobody can fill in except for the manufacturer. And they also need to assign a VIN to the vehicle in order for it to be titled. So fair enough, you can get a title, or you can get a VIN assigned to a vehicle if you take it to here in Washington State. If you take it to highway patrol and get an inspection done, they can assign a VIN. Another catch to that is that they have to establish original miles. It has to have an odometer on it from the factory. So if I were to put an odometer on it, it still wouldn't count because it has to be from the factory. So this is what I was running into. I had to, they suggested, also I needed, I bought this thing 10 years ago. I don't have the receipt to it. I would have had to pay sales tax on it with some sort of proof of the purchase price. They told me to try to find anything online from the manufacturer suggesting retail price or any listing for it, and then they could submit it to, you know, like their headquarters for approval. And then I'd have to pay sales tax again on it based off of that amount because I did not have the receipt to prove that I purchased it and then I paid taxes on it. So I was also dealing with O'Reilly Auto Parts, which was Shucks at the time, where I bought the bike, to see if they could find a record of the purchase and I could use that to avoid having to pay tax on it again. And oh man, it just roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. I talked to the Shucks people several times. They couldn't help me. They had my purchases going back to 2001, but not that purchase. I found the bank statement with that purchase on it, but that doesn't show what was purchased or who it was. Well, I mean, it's on my bank account, but so where I left off was they gave me contact information to try to get a hold of the O'Reilly Auto Parts corporate offices and then see if by some Hail Mary they had an archive of my receipt from 2005, May 2005, which is a long shot. I'd have to wait until Monday or the following week in order to call them. And then also, as far as the title was concerned, the last suggestion was that I go talk to State Patrol and basically explain my situation and see if they would go ahead and give me an inspection and assign a VIN without an original odometer. So this has been the last week. The last week straight has been trying to battle with getting this thing titled and registered. Also, if I ever did get an inspection, in order to title the thing, I'd be waiting a couple months at least. If I got approved for a title and it was transferred and put in my name and all that, to actually receive my title so I could take it in and do the DOT inspection, I have to show a title for that. I'd be waiting basically till the end of summer. It's pointless. Which brings me to this road trip. I basically decided to not. It's still a good bike. It's still an awesome achievement of mine. However, it's not going to get me anywhere. So, for Father's Day, I wanted to go ride a bike, and I was describing my frustration to my wife, and then she promptly got onto Craigslist and found a bike for $500 and said, "Here, why don't you go get this and turn it into a cafe racer?" And it is a 1980, I believe, GS 750, Suzuki GS 750. An awesome bike. As far as I know about them, make great cafe racers. Something I've always wanted to do. Oh my gosh. That's where I'm going right now. I am racing down an hour south of me to go to Seattle to look at this bike tonight because I am freaking out. Like, I don't know. I get this way. I get super excited. It may be a total piece of junk. I don't know. It's $500. It's very old, but it's actually as old as I am. I was born in 1980, which would be pretty cool to have a bike the same age as me. But yeah, so that's where I'm going. That's where I'm heading. I'm giving up on the dirt bike for now, at least. Yeah, it is what it is. And then I am going to try to get this bike, if it's a good bike, and I can get it on the road quickly. Because I need to ride a bike. I am like jonesing here. I am freaking out. So I know this was a long-winded ramble. A lot of that was venting at my frustration. I will show the complete bike. You probably won't even recognize it. It's all black now, and it's wired completely different. Has different lights on it. Anyways, you probably saw a little bit of that in the last videos. So anyways, I will keep you updated and let you know what happens.